Eric Pape, who filed that report from Uvalde, is now over in Houston, where it's the opening day of the National Rifle Association's annual convention. Eric, what's the latest where you are now?
Well, so this is the first NRA convention since it's normally an annual thing, but COVID and the pandemic put a stop to that. This was going to be the sort of big comeback event, and it was planned for such. There's been signs around saying 14 acres of guns and gear. That's about 55,000 square meters of land where you can buy stuff. There's raffles selling guns, and there are some very prominent people on the list of attendees, although a good number have, as you noted, canceled. The one who has definitely not canceled so far and who is expected to be here this afternoon is Donald Trump. It should be a polemic moment. There are already protesters gathering out front. The police on horseback who were right behind me have gone down to where the protesters are. People going into the event, NRA members, are cursing at them. They're cursing back at each other. One person said, one of the NRA people going in said, we need more we need more God in schools. And one of the protesters screamed back, did Jesus have a gun? So there's some tension here. It's likely to get bigger. We don't know how many people are going to be here today, but there's a lot of uncertainty. I was speaking with a policeman a little while ago, and they say they're ready for whatever might be happening. But it's a very emotional moment, especially in Uvalde, where we spent the last few days, but also it's starting to hit here, but in a very different way.
The friction you're describing, Eric, it mirrors the gridlock over in Washington.
Yeah, there's plenty of gridlock. I don't know if you can call it gridlock in Texas. There is no desire on the part of the governor. There's no concrete action planned in relation to guns itself. The governor, many of the people of the NRA think of this as a security issue. They want to secure schools. They speak of hardening schools. As somebody who has reported in war zones and in post-war countries, I can tell you it seems very unlikely that in America you are going to militarize create almost a military base at every school and have people on guard all the time. It's just, it's an unfathomable concept, but that is seriously being proposed by some prominent politicians and some people here at the NRA.
Yeah, we had a statement from the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, saying, I would not want my appearance to bring any additional pain or grief to the families and all those suffering in Uvalde. So he is going to make pre-recorded remarks by video link, but he's not going to appear in person where you are.
Yeah, political strategists think in terms of optics, and if there was a split-screen image of him here at the NRA while there were images of people mourning in Uvalde, it's an incredibly powerful, wrenching situation there. Politically, this is a man who's running for re-election. It would bring a whole slew of problems. He has decided to go to Uvalde. And he is appearing by video here. Quite a few country music performers, some pretty big names, have said that they are no longer going to come here to perform. They've scaled down some aspects of the conference, but there is still the big heavyweight, which is Donald Trump, and he'll be here this afternoon. And whatever he says, just knowing Donald Trump as we do, it's likely to be polemic.
A final note, I see, Eric, that firearms are banned in the room when Trump makes his speech.
Yeah, so they're raffling off an array of very powerful weapons. Obviously, most people going in there are big-time gun owners. Many of them are sure to be carrying. But just for Trump's speech, just for the former president's speech, yes, they are not allowed. They will be checked. And I think it's a fairly standard thing at Trump events. I've seen this before. I don't know if it's systematic, but I think it has been in recent years.
Eric Pape reporting live from the NRA convention in Houston, Texas. Many thanks for that update.